qualification at stake later on this afternoon. 3 o'clock, Edinburgh University take on Grove Mingus Hill in the ladies' game, and that's followed at 5 o'clock by the climax of today's coverage, Romac Kelburne against Grange. All that to look forward to, but our featured game this morning is the ladies' playoff match between Kelburne and Inverleith. I'm delighted to be joined in the commentary box this morning by Graham Dunlop. Good morning, Graham.
Good morning, Jack. Good morning, everyone. It's a fine morning for our first game today.
I was going to say it's a very cold morning for our first game.
It's a fine day for Glasgow.
It's a fine day for Glasgow. You'd be forgiven for thinking it was February and not May, however.
It's not raining, so let's not complain.
Let's take a look at our first match today, Kelburne against Inverleith. What are you looking forward to in this morning's match?
Well, this morning's match is a big match for both these teams. Obviously, Kelburne have been in National League Division 1, and Inverleith have made their way through the ranks and are vying for a spot next year in this league. So it's very much a game with a lot at stake. Kelburne, more experienced perhaps, a little bit more depth in what they've got. They should be maybe favourites for the game. But Inverleith have got nothing to be scared of, so they'll be going straight at it and going for the jugular.
Well, we can take a look at the teams as they line up in a second. We're just awaiting the arrival of the teams. But just a reminder to all you at home that you can be part of today's coverage as well by tweeting us. Wherever you are in the world, we want to hear from you. Tweet us at Scottish Hockey. Use the hashtag Hockey Playoffs as you see it on your screen. And we'll do our best to read out the best of your comments throughout the day. So teams just readying themselves beneath us in the tunnel.
For match one in this vital two-match series, Inverleith Hockey Club and Kelburne.
Vinnie Bryson on the public address system here at the National Hockey Centre in Glasgow, announcing the teams. And the ball boys and girls will lead them out onto the field of play. Glorious sunshine bathing us here in the east end of Glasgow. But a brisk, chill wind will keep everybody on their toes today. So Inverleith in purple and Kelburne in yellow.
Captain is number 2, Stevie McAnally. Number 4 is Cash McLaughlin. 6, Emma Barlow. 10, Caitlin Gilwood. 11 is Laura Carlton. 12 is Drew Berry. 13, Polly Godfrey. 15, Ellie Halliday. 16, Frances McKeown. 17, Maggie Fleet. 18, Claire Laverty. Number 22, Annika de Jong. Number 25, Lexi Sabatelli. 30 is Imogen Davis. 34 is Rachel Wayne. And number 111, replacement goalkeeper, is Natalie McKinnon. Coach of Kelburne, Adam Wayne, and team manager, Steve Wayne. For Inverleith, goalkeeper, Nicky Monaghan. Number 26, the captain, is Laura Swanson. 41, Rosina Barton. 12, Bethany Hudson. 58, Erin Stringer. 18, Amy Costello. 17, Fiona Cousins. 31, Felicity McCarthy. 45, Amy Harrison. 44, Rachel Smith. 9, Emma Hell. 99, Ella Watt. 13, Sarah Mackay. 16, Rachel Campbell. 40, Lucy Jameson. And 101 is Christina Moody. Inverleith coach Chris Duncan and team manager Helen Campbell. And of course, as the players win their handshakes, we wish both of them the very best of luck in this vital first match of 2 for survival in National League 1.
So
Ellen Murray and Dawn Alexander, get your seats.
The two teams introduced us there. Let's just remind ourselves of those squad lineups. Let's start with Kelburne. Here's the Kelburne ladies squad: Lauren Grant, Stevie McAnally, Kath McLaughlin, Emma Barlow, Caitlin Girdwood, Laura Carlton, Drew Berry, Molly Godfrey, Ellie Halliday, Frances McKeown, Maddie Claire Laverty, Verity McDonald, Hannick de Jong, Lexi Sabatelli, Imogen Davis, Rachel Bain, and finally Natalie McKinnon. Possibly read through that a little bit too quickly for the director there, Graham. I will take a look at the Inverleith team in a second as the teams ready themselves. Inverleith ladies: Nicky Monaghan, Laura Swanson, Rosina Barton, Bethany Hutton, Erin Stringer, Amy Costello, Fiona Cousins, Maggie Mays, Amy Harrison, Rachel Smith, Emma Helm, Ella Watt, Sarah Mackay, Rachel Campbell, Lucy Jameson and Kirsty Dunwoody. Graham, who specifically are you looking forward to seeing in this match?
Looking at the Inverleith team on our right as we look out here, number 26 Laura Swanson, the captain, and also number 18 Amy Costello, both members of the under 18 and under 21 Scotland setup. Both have a lot of promise, and wonder to see in this sort of level whether they're going to be able to cope with the pressure that some of the Kelburne players will pose on them. So there's 2 players from the Inverleith team, and the Kelburne team we're looking at number 2, their captain Stevie McAnally. Again, one of these players that's come through under 16s, under 18s, 21s, has a lot of promise. Where has she got to? Number 11, Laura Carlton, vastly experienced player, been there, done it. She knows how to run the game, so she'll be a crucial player for the Kelburne team. So yeah, there's those 4 players in particular, the ones we'll be looking at. Well,
first match ready to get underway. Inverleith going from right to left on your screen in purple, Kelburne in yellow. It'll be Inverleith to get us started as we await the push back. So Inverleith get us underway. And Kelburne instantly pressing quite high up the pitch.
Yes, Jack, it'll be interesting watching all these games today with a double leg, with a game today, game tomorrow, to see how teams set up, teams play. It's basically the winner, the team that scores the most goals, or the one that will win. So sitting back waiting could be a dangerous decision to do. It could be all about going up, scoring as many as you can do.
Yes, we should explain the format over the weekend is that these matches will be replicated with the exact same schedule tomorrow. It's a two-leg fixture, and the team with leading after 2 matches with the highest aggregate score will win. So it's an interesting format, and you know what we hope for here are some close games today to set us up for a big finale tomorrow, Graham.
Yes, indeed. That was a lovely ball there from Kelburne at the back from Claire Laverty, really finding a right winger. There's certainly an opportunity. Kelburne really sort of no opening phases here, stamping a bit of authority in the game.
An opportunity there for Stevie McAnally to drive into the D, but just losing possession at the crucial moment there. Kelburne retain the ball though, and here's McAnally again. On the edge of the D, sidestepping, loses out, and Inverleith might have the chance to clear, but McAnally's got the ball again. Tenacious start. She's definitely one of the players that we'll be looking out for over the course of this match. Inverleith get the chance to clear down the right wing through Maggie Mays, but to no avail, and Kelburne will retain possession. Inverleith struggling to keep the ball at the moment. Now a bit of space in the middle of the pitch for Emma Barlow to come forward. She's looking for the ball forward to Hanek de Jong, but
poor touch there.
Poor touch there actually, and a good opportunity that for Kelburne. They find a lot of space in the middle of the pitch.
Inverleith have got to be wary of giving a team like Kelburne that much space in the middle of the park. You've got to be switched on a lot faster, otherwise it could cost them.
Aerial route from Inverleith, and Ella Watt trying to get on the end of that, but just muscled out of that by Drew Berry. And Kelburne have the ball again in the middle of the pitch and just starting to find little bits of spaces. Barlow again turning away well, and Stevie McAnally now with a chance to come down the left. She'll come back inside probably to Barlow. She does.
It's a good tackle though.
A good tackle there in the middle of the pitch by number 26, Laura Swanson, the captain for Inverleith. She spreads the ball out to the right, and maybe Inverleith have a chance now just to regain a little bit of composure as they try and get a foothold in this game. Kirsty Dunwoody over on that far side. Oh, and that's
a poor pick up from Inverleith there.
Yeah, Erin Stringer there just taking her eye off the ball. It's a lot at stake for these young ladies over the next 2 days, and it'll be interesting to see how they cope with that pressure. The Kelburne certainly seem to have made the stronger start. This is Maddie Cleet down at the touchline in the right corner. She's got out well, good stick skills there, and towards the D, that's come off a foot. And Drew Berry will take this for Kelburne. We'll be looking to convert some of this possession into a goal. She drives to the byline, and that's come off a foot and will be the first penalty corner of the game.
It's good composure there, Berry taking her time, running around the defender. Knew that defender was going to try and dive in and rolled it onto her foot.
So first penalty corner of the morning goes to Kelburne. Let's see if they will get any reward for this early pressure.
We might see here, Jack, that Claire Laverty steps up. Number 18.
Emily Barlow injecting on the far side. Top of the D to McAnally, who stops. And just wide with the shot from Claire Laverty, as you predicted there, Graham. Clean enough strike, but just past the post. So Inverleith again unable really to escape from their own half at the moment, Graham.
Yep, Kelburne just sitting back a little bit, sitting about sort of three-quarter court, just allowing Inverleith to start moving the ball, and then they go and press them. And Inverleith just caught on their back foot a little bit just now.
Slightly ambitious attempt there from Drew Berry down the right-hand side, possibly seeing a gap that was missed by her teammates. Suspect there'll be an attempt at the aerial route there from Inverleith, but again unable to.
Just turned over too easily, Jack.
Yep.
Giving Kelburne chances.
Kelburne just a little bit too quick there for the umpire. Drew Berry down this right-hand side and finds Lexi Sabatelli in the corner. And, a little bit high, that one.
Just a tad.
Just a tad.
Good ball over for
so
football.
Another chance maybe for Inverleith to bring the ball out. You can see on your screen though that ring of yellow Kelburne shirts applying pressure high up the pitch, and so far that tactic's paid off for Kelburne. Here's Barlow again in the middle. That's almost a clever ball.
Kelburne ladies
through to McAnally. Sorry, Graham.
The Kelburne ladies are just beginning to sort of cut the game in half, to sort of force Inverleith to stay down one side of the pitch.
That's a great interception over on the far side from Kelburne, just as Inverleith starting to string a couple of passes together. Here's Maddie Cleet in the middle, just taking her time, keep possession. And Kelburne bring the ball away. Sabatelli just losing out there on the right hand side, but you can sense just a greater composure about Kelburne at the moment.
Good recovery of that from Laura Swanson. A missed trap, but she made amends quickly.
Chance here if the ball is played in the right area. It's not. Thumbs up. Thumbs up from Rachel Campbell there, just acknowledging the vision of the pass, just lacking a little bit of execution there in the final third of the pitch. Robust challenge there from McAnally. She's come away with the ball and space to run into if she can find her teammates out here on the right. Laura Carlton in plenty of space, just possibly trying to do a little bit too much there, McAnally. She's lost out. And Inverleith have a chance to break, and it's Rachel Campbell on the left hand side who'll reach this first. Time to look up. Tries to beat her marker and is unsuccessful, and Laura Carlton now has the opportunity to pick a pass.
Forcing out a little bit too much, wanted to maybe keep that a little bit shorter, but looked to go long. Easy interception.
So number 3 Maggie Mays now, and feeds the ball out to Emma Helm on this right hand side. Inverleith really looking to this right wing, Graham, early on as their outlet. Just a couple of bits of spaces that have just appeared that they haven't quite taken advantage of, and Kelburne will do well not to be complacent at any point.
Well, they certainly can't switch off here. As you say, they've been looking to attack down that right wing. Perhaps they feel that's their strength, or even the Kelburne weakness. So if Kelburne switch off for a split second, they'll take advantage of it, so they have to be alert to that.
Ball just bouncing up off Claire Laverty's stick there, but no danger. Recovers possession, and the Inverleith attackers happy to stand off and just crowd the midfield. Here's Swanson now.
The viewers might be hearing in the background there the Inverleith coach Chris Duncan shouting and screaming at his midfielders to stay zonal so that they can pick up these long passes that Kelburne are trying to make out the back.
Again, Inverleith looking to Emma Helm down that right hand side, but pass goes astray, and Kelburne can reset. And yeah, you can certainly see the two different tactics adopted by these teams.
Yes, Inverleith ladies is sitting much further back, nearly half court, whereas Kelburne are stepping up at 3/4 and looking to try and split the game and force the Inverleith girls to one side.
Kelburne just happy to retain possession. That's a great pass out to the left, and McAnally with a chance to get into the box. It's going to come across, but well cut out in the end.
A little bit more composure from the Kelburne forward there, and they certainly would have had a chance, but it was a little bit of frantic pass across.
There's Rosina Barton just cutting that out for Inverleith. McAnally again on the ball, busy as always. Chance to turn, looks for the reverse stick cross.
She's became a little bit too static on the ball. Jack just wants to keep the ball moving and keep herself moving. Harder for the defender to try and tackle when you're on the move.
Combative again down this Kelburne right flank from Maddie Cleet, number 17. And Kelburne have it again with Barlow, and space again to run. There's a pass on through the middle if she finds it early enough, but
she really wanted to try and pass that rather than just run with it. There were options left and right, 2-on-1s on either side. If you listen to any coach around the world, they'll be harping on about 2-on-1 and 2-on-1.
Carlton they feed the ball into the D. Plaintiff try for a penalty corner. Amounts to nothing though, and again Inverleith have the ball on far side. Switch the ball across. It's
one back nearly by Laura Carlton there from Kelburne.
Yeah, that pass
really
to
got
Rosina
a chance.
Barton is I think what they would call in rugby a hospital pass. But
exactly the same in hockey, Jack.
Yeah. But Inverleith able to keep the ball. You can see the importance of their captain Laura Swanson patrolling the centre of the pitch. Number 26 for Inverleith. Inverleith now with a little bit of space down this right hand side, and left hand side I should say, sorry, but again the ball to Ella Watts, lacking the accuracy, and puts her under too much pressure. She's now in a good tussle down this this left Inverleith left wing with Drew Berry at right back for Kelburne.
A slip there. Well, she's won it back though. It's Maddie Cleet, number 17 from Kelburne, recovered very well, very quickly.
Quite a combative player, I would say, Graham. First time I've seen her play.
Pass.
But might be
Another
space
chance
here for Molly Godfrey if she can get the ball across. It's loose. Maddie Cleet picks it up. Great touch. There's a shot and a save. But great touch there from Maddie Cleet, just to find a yard of space for that shot. Didn't quite make the connection she was looking for. But I
think she'll be up maybe a little bit disappointed with her final shot, but certainly Kelburne beginning to impose themselves a little bit more.
Barlow just a little bit wayward. Stevie McAnally wasn't quite ready for that pass, so
maybe that was a commentator's curse there, I think.
It happens to all of us. Ball driven through midfield by Inverleith, and again looking for that outlet on the right hand side, and this time it's Sarah Mackay, but her ball goes harmlessly out of play.
Some good from the Inverleith ladies coming forward. Some nice play, playing the ball up into space, people leading out wide. So the timing's not quite right from them.
No goals yet here in our opening match, the first of 4 games at the National Hockey Centre Glasgow. 2 full days of coverage live for you. Remember, you can have your say, you can tweet us at Scottish Hockey and use the hashtag Hockey Playoffs as Kelburne have another attack down the left, but this time McInally unable to control it. Yes, you can tweet us at Scottish Hockey.
Well, one there by Kelburne.
Is Hockey Playoffs. Kelburne with the ball again now. Plenty of space here for Laura Carlton, but she loses out. Just a little bit of indecision there, Graham, that she possibly could have. There was a pass on a little bit earlier. She possibly could have released the ball sooner.
Given that quick pass they were in, but a little bit sort of lacklustre and lethargic, perhaps.
McInally dancing into the D. The ball intercepted though by Rosina Barton, again patrolling that near post area for Inverleith. A couple of important interceptions actually, Graham, from Barton in the last
she's done
couple
well.
of attacks.
She's not diving in, she's just taking her time, just waiting for the attacker to make the mistake and then reading the game very well.
Now Inverleith on the counter attack, and that's a good ball down the right hand side towards Sarah Mackay, but she's unable to catch it. Just that glimpse again there of the space that Inverleith can find when they play the right pass. But just as quickly, of course, Kelburne now on the counter attack, and Molly Godfrey losing possession. And Inverleith get the free hit. Just under 20 minutes to go in this first half.
Seems so far, Jack, that most of the play is on the far side from us here, from the stand side. It's on the other side. Inverleith attacking down their right, Kelburne a lot down their left. But either team, as you say, yet to get any breakthrough.
Swanson now for Inverleith out to the right. That's a good skill there from Maggie Mays down that right hand side. Feeds the ball into in the direction of Ella Watts. She's managed to retain possession. Just tries to turn and play the ball into the D. It's come off her foot, so the free hit will be in Inverleith's favour, and a chance maybe for Inverleith to snatch what would be an unlikely lead at this stage, you'd have to say.
It's a good tackle though, and if this ball goes,
she's not able to get it away. She might be now. McInally picks the ball up. It's 2v3, but plenty of space to run into. The pass is there if she makes it. She's going to try and do it all on her own. Can she keep? She's still got, and just puts it wide of the post. Would have been a quite sensational individual goal there by McInally, but again you have to feel, Graham, an early pass there, and Kelburne had the numbers to convert that into a goal. I'm
looking down at both Adam being the coach and Stevie being the manager, and they're a little bit gritted teeth, let's say. There was that opportunity to say for the early ball, but it was a bit of dribble.
Yeah, she got the shot away in the end, rather despite herself, but turnover there for Kelburne, greeted with cries of derision from the crowd that's starting to fill up here at the National Hockey Centre. Here's Berry now driving into the D, still with the ball, turns and shoots wide.
A good attack from Drew Berry, playing it right back here for Kelburne. It's good to see all these defenders getting forward as much as they can do. Good attack here from Kelburne, working the ball. Short corner given by umpire Murray. There's what happens there when Kelburne move the ball quite quickly. One touch, stop it, one touch to pass it, move off the ball. You get the rewards, you get the corners.
Yeah, second penalty corner of the game. See the replay there. Hitchcockian music that's been selected for this. I'm always amused by public address operators, you know, the MCs for these events and what they choose, what music they choose for different occasions. That's the music from Psycho, I think. So, Kelburne now with the opportunity. Ball out to the edge of the D. And again, it's Claire Laverty. This time she's unable to get the shot away. But another penalty corner and another chance for Kelburne here. Just
very poor execution of that corner. Very slow out, bad stop, and then the passing was not quite good enough. It's a good option, that, but only if it's done properly. Put a second bite at the cherry here for Kelburne.
Pink Panther music would suggest something stealthier this time. Let's see if that's the case. And again, this time they feed it out, and
it's a good save by the goalkeeper.
Training ground move there, Graham, and actually well executed, but as you say, good save there from Nicky Monaghan in goal for Inverleith. So Inverleith with the ball, 15 minutes left in the half. They've given the ball away immediately, and Laverty's able to pick it up. The ball fed into the D by Carlton. McAnally now still scrapping away, shot from the edge of the D. It's deflected and it's gone over.
I'm not sure if that shot was actually in the D though, Jack. Maybe just one for the umpires to be tested on if it got in.
Let's say hole of the ball, hole of the line, shall we say, to use a footballing analogy. So Kelburne with the ball. Emma Barlow. And, good touch there from Cleat, and that is a fantastic save on the line from Nicky Monaghan. Great shot there from Kelburne. I hope we get a chance to look at that again. And good save. The pressure building though in Inverleith. We'll take a look at that again in a second. Barlow now with the ball again, and a bit of miscommunication there between the players, but McAnally spins into the box, tries the shot, another good save, and this time Maggie Mays should be able to bring the ball away for Inverleith. Indeed she does. She clears it up into the midfield. Not many waiting for it there. Lucy Jameson, the only player available as an outlet there for Inverleith, so it'll be immediately turned back over, and Drew Berry with a slightly risky shot there, and Rachel Smith with a chance to intercept, but just out of her reach. So rolling substitutions for both teams and a changing of the guard, and Inverleith get us started again.
Once again, Kelburne just get the ball far too easily from Inverleith here. They're just giving the ball to them, and then when the Kelburne team get the ball, they do have a little bit of space to run into.
So Drew Berry now just trying that little pass through the inside channel, but not read by her teammate, and now Inverleith have the ball, and that's just a poor bit of control, unfortunately, from Emma Helm there. It was a good ball down the left wing. She had space and time to turn. Those moments few and far between for Inverleith, and you really feel if they're going to get a goal in this match, they're going to have to take advantage of one or two of those. Kelburne still
lovely bit of skill there,
building the pressure. Imogen Davis there with a good bit of skill to get through, and Kelburne with the ball again. Berry, who's seen a lot of the action in this match so far, she's going to drive that into the D. But just a little bobble in the ball, making control difficult for Rachel Bain, and comes to nothing. With the ball again.
Nice touch there.
Right hand side. It was nice touch from Lucy Jameson. That will be Inverleith's ball.
They play some really nice stuff down both sidelines, keeping it very tight to the sidelines, people leading out. It's nice width in the game.
Amy Costello with the ball now for Inverleith. Looking to get that ball into the D. She'll pick it up again with a free hit here. Opts to go backwards and create a bit of space to drive the ball through. Looking for the touch from Emma Helm. Nice idea there from Inverleith.
Good attack in there from Emma Helm, getting in front of the defender. Just a little deflection, just wasn't enough to put it past and towards the goalkeeper.
So Laverty now forward. And Lexi Sabatelli back on. Making progress down this right-hand side. She'll try and cut inside now and play the ball across. Good interception. I thought for a moment it'd maybe come off the foot, but it didn't come off the stick.
That's good defending there from Inverleith ladies. So Amy Costello again, just taking her time, didn't dive in. But a little bit too easy to give the ball back now to Kelburne. Turned over far too easily.
Loss of control there from Dunwoody with a 101 in her back. Have we got to that stage now, Graham, that we need we need triple digits in the back?
I wonder if there was a last minute panic and couldn't get a number, so they just put a bit of tape on, I would think.
Tape on with a 1.
Could be worse, it could be 1-1-1. Nelson's, any cricketers out there?
Yep. All hopping about on one leg.
Yes.
Umpire blows up whistle there. Dangerous, perhaps, a high stick?
Perhaps a little bit dangerous up at the start of the scoop, I think, is what the umpire's given it for. But certainly, if she's going to scoop, she's looked to scoop a little bit wider from there, rather than just straight down the middle.
So just into the last 10 minutes of the first half. No goals yet in our opening match. Plenty of openings, a couple of openings for both teams actually, but you'd have to say the majority of the play has been Kelburne's. And really surprising, rather surprising that they haven't managed to make more of those opportunities. Inverleith have a little bit of space there, but Barlow's very quick to intercept. That's good play from Barlow. She's been impressive in this first half.
As you say, Kelburne have had more of the play, they've had more of the opportunities. I think they just lack a little bit of composure. And that final pass or the final execution of the skill or the shot is just missing at the minute. Could be down to nerves, could be a variety of things. Whereas Inverleith, just their timing of going forward is a little bit off at the minute. But I'm sure as they grow into the game, they'll perhaps come good.
Berry again, just with a little dink down the right-hand side. I'm quite impressed by her Berry's imagination actually in this first half, Graham. She's got a range of shots and she's not afraid to try, and sometimes you get the feeling that her mind is actually working just a little bit faster than the teammates she's trying to reach. Not to be unkind to them.
No, not at all. She's obviously well up for the game. She wants to try and attack at every given opportunity.
A little bit of space here for Inverleith to break, and they've got to the edge of the D. Sarah Mackay with the ball into Swanson, but McAnally just nicks that from.
I think Sarah Mackay, they really wanted to keep it going wide. She just got the ball up, ran back into where all the Kelburne ladies were, which is exactly what Kelburne wanted. A bit of a waste for Inverleith there.
It's a poor ball, but Swanson's recovered it. So who's going to go into the half-time period stronger? No goal-mouth action for the last couple of minutes. Costello now with the ball. She's going to attempt the aerial route unsuccessfully, but Inverleith might just keep the ball here.
Actually a very good bad pass.
Better a good bad one than a bad good one. So
That's
good
true.
skills here on the edge of the D from Swanson. She looks to get the ball across. And,
good goalkeeping there by Lauren Grant and the Kelburne goal. Quickly out to that, dealt with it very easily. First real action she's probably seen, first time she's probably touched the ball.
So Costello now with another chance to get the ball into the Kelburne D. Wants to go backwards, they're going to move it round to the right. And Dunwoody eventually with the opportunity to get it in. Now don't lose it here. Oh, that's going to be a card.
Could be a bit of sitting down for Amy Costello here, I think. Yeah, take 2 minutes.
Yeah, she was in danger of losing the ball in a dangerous position there, and maybe
she looked a little bit confused coming off their jack as to why she's been sent off, but she quite clearly hit the ball away after the whistle.
Yeah, a little bit of gamesmanship, just buying her taking one for the team there. I think
maybe she was tired, I don't know.
Taking one for the team. So Inverleith temporarily a player short.
I wonder if Kelburne can take advantage of that 2 minutes to step up with that extra player.
So aerial route from Swanson. Berry manages to intercept that and bring it down. Tries a little feint around Sarah Mackay, but she's not having any of it, not fooled, but Berry gets another shot, and that's a good ball. And fortunately there, Hannick de Jong just unable to control it and make the most of it. Good ball from Berry though.
I don't think Hank there realised how much time she actually had. She had time to just pick it up. She was one-on-one with the defender into the D.
It's good skills from Maddie Cleat there on the edge of the D. And that one off the foot, shake of the head from Lexi Sabatelli. And again, a promising Kelburne move breaks down at the crucial moment. I'm sure the coaches at half-time will have plenty of words for them, but imagine at half-time you would think Inverleith's coach would be the happier of the two coaches.
I mean, if you look at it from Inverleith's point of view, they've stepped up playing against a league above them, and they're still 0-0, and they're very much in the game. So I think Chris Duncan will be a little bit happier than Adam Bain. Kelburne had a fair few chances, they just haven't taken them, and sometimes you don't take your chances, the nerves get bigger, people's worry get bigger, so it can be quite off-putting, quite nerve-wracking for some players. So yeah, a missed trap there from
Laverty.
It's the first thing she's really done wrong in the game. She's been quite careful at the back, very sensible. Some nice long passes out the back from her.
I admire the way Inverleith have managed to keep their composure at the back though. Costello and Barton in particular have not panicked at the back.
Bit of surprise from the Inverleith players there. Umpire Murray gave that the other way.
Berry now with the long ball down the right. And Caitlin Girdwood, first we've really seen of her in the game so far, trying to capitalise. There's Cleat now trying to feed the ball down that left wing to McAnally, but Costello there again intercepting. Some words of encouragement, I think, in inverted commas, from the coach there at the side, Chris Duncan.
And Baines on my left down here looking a little bit quiet, apprehensive, as Chris Duncan's a little bit more vocal, shouting out orders at all points in time. I'm sure later on if we see Adam Bain on the pitch he'll not be as quiet as that.
Into the last 3 minutes of the half. Still 0-0. Aerial ball there will be turned over, and Kelburne might have an opportunity for one or two more attacks before the half-time whistle. Bit of possession play. Laverty's made some space for herself in the middle, but it's Berry that's with a wayward pass there into the middle, and Swanson's going to drive forward, but she's unable to find Rachel Campbell ahead of her, and Laverty can bring that out to Davis, and Davis turns well but then turns back into trouble, and Swanson's there to pick up the pieces for Inverleith.
Nearly there for Inverleith, nearly a good bit of play, just didn't come off.
Yeah.
Nice one-touch stuff.
One touch hockey going forward there, but just out of the reach of Lucy Jameson, and again Kelburne will get the chance in this last 2 minutes to mount an attack. Just got a little bit scrappy in the latter stages of this half.
Another chance if just Kelburne just want to release that early pass, they could be in, but they want to take that extra 2-3 touches on the ball. The quicker you can release that ball, the better. It's a silly foul to give away. A minute to go. You don't want to give a silly foul, easy foul away. Give the other team a bit of time to relax and get rid of the ball. Good ball pace out the back there from Inverleith. Amy Costello. Very strong and reliable so far this half.
So 45 seconds left, and Kelburne with an opportunity to come forward, but Costello there at the back again, and she's given the ball away to Davis now. Maybe Kelburne will get a chance. That's off the feet though, and that should in theory, Graham, be that for this half.
You'd like to think. I would imagine
Costello and Swanson will try and run down the clock here.
Scoop it long. Yep.
Swanson goes long. It's good control down the right hand side by Ella Watts, and she's managed to hold on to possession under pressure there from Frances McKeown.
Nice skills.
Swanson now down the left, and Inverleith with a chance maybe for an upset here at the end of the half. Rachel Campbell's gone past. Can she go any further? No, stopped by the right on the hooter. In fact, penalty corner called. We've got an injury down here on the left corner of the pitch.
Berry, I think it is, Jack. I think it's
took a stick to the knee, I think, on Rachel Campbell's advance into the D. So that's just going to hold us up slightly before this penalty corner, which was awarded. There we can just see the award of that. Right on the hooter for half-time. Big high five there from the Inverleith players. They know they've got an opportunity here to go in with a 1-0 lead that would be, for the most part, against the run of play, Graham, and would give them huge momentum going into the second half.
I think regardless of if they convert this or not, the fact that they've taken this opportunity to go forward, they've got a corner, it'll give them a little bit of a lift. And you would expect, when it comes to short corners, penalty corners, that you would score 1 out of 3. We're still waiting in Kelburne right back, Drew Berry. She's gone down injured.
Yeah, I think we're just going to wait for the injured player before we can proceed with a short corner. And Drew Berry looks to be in some discomfort down there. Big presence for this Kelburne team at the back, Graham. She's not a player they'd want to lose at this stage, but she's got the whole of half time just to gather herself, but she does look in some pain coming off the pitch.
No, she's been probably the one Kelburne defender that's been the one danger when it comes to outletting. She's been producing some nice passes, looking to get up and support. She even had a chance which had a little shot at the top of the D, so I've been very impressed with what she's done this half. So have a big loss to Kelburne if she doesn't play in the second half. Short corner to finish us off. Costello, Swanson, Maggie Mays all waiting at the top of the D. And we're going to go back and take that again. Over enthusiasm there, I think. Youthful exuberance. We've got to wait for the umpire's whistle to go. So, conference again at the top of the D, and joined there by Erin Stringer as well. Here we go. So, could we be in for some drama at the end of the half? Penalty corner for Inverleith. It's out to the edge of the D. It's out to Costello. Oh, there's a chance. It's off the foot. It's in the goal, but unfortunately just the ball across the goal from Costello there. Just taking a little flick off the heel, and the chance goes a-begging, but that was a real chance for Inverleith to upset the apple cart at the end of the half, Graham. It was, yeah. I mean, a very elaborate short corner to do in your first one. It nearly worked. But a good way to finish for Inverleith, finish this first half of the game. Let's take a look at that replay again, just right at the death on the hooter at the end of the half. Out to the top, one dummy, a little slip again, looking to get this to the back post. They've got four players waiting, no Kelburne player at all. And not one of them able to put stick on ball, and there's just that little flick off the foot at the back post there. So I think if Chris Duncan's got any video footage at half time in there of the short corners, he might be looking at what's happening with the Kelburne defence, and may look to make the most of that in the second half. But as they go into half time, Jack, I'd probably say Kelburne feeling a little bit more ahead, but not by much. Very even Stevens. So half time then, Kelburne 0, Inverleith 0. A reminder to you that you can tweet us. You can tweet us at Scottish Hockey and use the hashtag Hockey Playoffs.
there it is on your screen there. We'd love to hear from you wherever you are in the world watching today. If you're a fan of either of these clubs, or like to tell us what you're looking forward to seeing from the 4 matches today and 4 matches tomorrow. A reminder, this is just the first of 2 days of coverage. All of the matches today will be replicated tomorrow in the second leg, and we'll be looking for an aggregate winner over the 2 legs for the different prizes at stake. This is a promotion relegation playoff, and of course Inverleith looking for promotion to Division 1, Graham. It's a I don't know how much into the nuts and bolts of promotion and relegation playoffs we want to go, but is there a simple way of explaining how the playoff system works for Division 1 and 2?
So the playoffs, with both the promotion and relegation playoffs, so these 2 teams here, Kelburne finished in the league and they played against the team below them, so they played against Watsonians. So I think Kelburne finished 7th, and they played against Watsonians who were in the league. And Watsonians winning that over 2 legs meant that Watsonians were guaranteed safety in Division 1. They were guaranteed their status. But Kelburne had a second bite at the cherry, which is this game today and tomorrow, against Inverleith, who lost, unfortunately for them, to GHK over 2 games last weekend. So both GHK and Watsonians managed to maintain their status in Division 1, whereas the winner of this game will join them in Division 1 next year, but the loser, unfortunately, will go down to Division 2.
Yeah, they did a good season in Inverleith. They won 16 of their 22 matches. It's a good record, and until that defeat against GHK, they'd won 3 from 4 going into that match against GHK, and they only lost 4-2. So, you know, they've got every right to feel confident going into the second half and into tomorrow's game that they can cause an upset here and force Kelburne's relegation.
I mean, the bottom 4 teams in Division 1 and Inverleith here in front of us today, so those 5 teams, there's not much between them. So for Scottish Hockey, it's great to see, you know, a great bit of action. It's very close. Obviously the team that goes down will be gutted, but it's good to watch. Good close games, not much in it. Hopefully spectators and people at home are making the most of it and enjoying it.
Well, let's remind ourselves of the other matches coming up later on today. Take a look at Saturday's schedule. At 1 o'clock, our next match up is Inverleith against Dundee Wanderers. That's twice I've made that mistake today. That's in the men's competition, obviously, and then the grand finals for European qualification later on this afternoon. That's 3 o'clock in Edinburgh University against Grove Mingus Hill, and then 5 o'clock BST, British summertime, although as the clouds roll over here in Glasgow, you'd be forgiven for thinking it was British wintertime. Bromac Kelburne against Grange finishing us off. A couple of good fixtures coming up later on this afternoon for those European qualification spots, Graham.
Yeah, both the ladies, both Edinburgh Uni against Mingus Hill, Grove Mingus Hill, and Grange against Kelburne were very good games to watch, very close. Both teams desperate to get that top spot for the European positions next year. So there's a lot to play for, and although Kelburne have won the league and Edinburgh Uni won the league, it'll be very, very close. Going back to the ladies' game, or looking at the ladies' game first, Mingus Hill have beaten them in the cup this year, so although the Uni have beaten them twice in the league, the Grove team will be well up for it, and they know that they can beat them on their day. So the Grange-Kelburne match, last game on, Kelburne have won the league, again, I think it's the 11th year in a row they've won it. They will be the favourites, but I've been impressed with the Grange team this year. They've been really quite. They're nothing over elaborate. They're very simple, very straightforward, but they're clinical, and they take their chances. So that'll be a good game as well to watch.
Well, we'll talk in more detail about the path to European qualification later on this afternoon. Here this morning, half time if you're just joining us, it's Kelburne 0, Inverleith 0. We've got about 4.5 minutes left in the half-time break. And an intriguing second half ahead. Kelburne really with much of the early exchanges in the first half, and plenty of space and opportunity, but no real clear-cut shots at goal beyond a couple of penalty corners. Inverleith managed to keep their poise at the back, particularly impressed with Rosina Barton and Amy Costello, who've both been important presence for the Inverleith defence, and they've managed to keep their composure and keep their team in the game at times in this first half. And then right at the end, of course, Inverleith with that penalty corner and the chance to go ahead, and just missed out on what would have been a little bit of an upset going into the half-time break. Injury also, of course, to Drew Berry, and she's one of the players that we picked out in that first half, Graham, who's impressed, and she seemed to be the main outlet for this Kelburne team. Yeah,
she played a good variety of passes, looked to pass long, looked to pass short. If she passed short, she would step up and support. So she was one sort of real positive, aggression, going forwards, real positive attitude. So that'll be a big loss if she's not there in the second half. But I'm sure, watching her, she'll be back out, I'm sure.
She looks like the type of lady who does not surrender too easily to injuries. I'm pretty sure she'll be doing everything possible in this half-time break to come back out. And midfield as well for Kelburne. Barlow seeing quite a lot of the ball for Kelburne, particularly around the top of the D, and Stevie McAnally as well, who we'd been the captain, who we had been looking out for pre-match. Showing some good trickery down that left-hand side, but just an issue for Kelburne in when they release the ball and making the most of those opportunities. Do you think that'll be the chat in the dressing room at half-time?
I think Adam Bain will be making sure that they know that as soon as they get it, there are opportunities to release that ball forward to people in space. And if they do that, they're going to create more opportunities to go forward. But just go back to what you're talking about there, a lot of Emma Barlow playing in midfield has found a fantastic amount of space just by standing and looking around, and she's getting the ball. But for Inverleith, they really need to make sure that whenever she does get the ball, she's under a lot more pressure, because the first half she's had so much time, she could just run forward and pick her passes. So they've got to really be switched on to that in the second half.
Hockey not the only sport happening here today at Glasgow Green. You can see some of the footballers warming up for their afternoon match, and the pitch is off on the far side of the National Hockey Centre. Great facility here now at Glasgow Green, a legacy really of Glasgow 2014. And do you enjoy playing here, Graham?
I've only played here a handful of times. It's a great venue. It's certainly, you go back to when I was playing properly, we didn't have anything like this in Scotland, so to have this is an absolute blessing. Now we are very lucky to have this. It's a privilege to have this. I know lots of countries around the world don't have such a facility, so we're lucky to have it.
Yes, multi-purpose facility here at Glasgow Green in the East End, the National Hockey Centre, with the main pitch here in front of the grandstand, and then the second pitch around the back of the main stand. The football pitch is over there. There's also cricket played on off to our, I'm trying to get my bearings here, just slightly off to our right. There's cricket played here at Glasgow Green as well. I've played cricket myself.
Scored a few runs here myself, Jack.
Yeah. Played a few matches here as the cricket season gets underway in Scotland. You'd be unsurprised, I think, to know that our first match of the season was rained off.
It's the first league matches in Scotland today, I believe, so not a warm day for it, but it's dry. Hopefully they all wrap up warm.
I hope they've all got their Under Armour on.
Could be a little bit of swing, a little bit of cloud above there. So
other brands are available. So the players are out for the second half. You can just see the Inverleith girls on your screen there in front of you. It's Sarah Mackay, who we're looking for. We could see her get on the ball a wee bit more if Inverleith are going to mount any meaningful attacks in this second half.
Yeah, that's one thing they need to do. I'm just watching both teams have come out. I noticed that Drew Berry is back out, but she's not on the field. So that's a loss for Kelburne. She's hobbling. May be able to play a part in the second half, but she's not out there just now. She's sitting wrapped up. So that could be a loss for Kelburne, and it could be a good gain, if you like, for Inverleith. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, we'll see how that changes the Kelburne setup in this second half. Kelburne in yellow going from right to left. They'll get us underway in the second half. 35 minutes to go.
I don't know if you're watching there, Jack, but the staff here were watering quite heavily as we look out the side that Inverleith are attacking to, and I wonder if it's maybe a fault with the system or whatever.
Overwatered?
Not overwatered, no, maybe underwatered.
Underwatered.
So it could be for the first 5, 6, 10 minutes in this half. That pitch and that D is a little bit slower, which can affect both teams.
So new look back line for Kelburne. That's Sarah Mackay, as we said, getting onto the ball there for Inverleith going forward. That'll be Kelburne's ball. Let's take a look at that back line for Kelburne, and Nikki Berry has been replaced on the far side by Kath McLaughlin. And joined in the back line left back by Ellie Halliday. Tall figure. Here's McAnally on the ball, just turning, looking round, assessing her options. Claire Laverty. Sorry, I should say not Halliday. Claire Laverty is tucking in at left back, although I suspect Claire Laverty gets a little bit more freedom to choose her position in this Kelburne team. She certainly came into the game in the second part of that first half. She moved into midfield.
She's just this. She sort of steps up from the back. She's the one that steps up and allows Emma Barlow to step up a little bit higher. Just pushes the whole team further forward, end up going to 3 at the back.
Here's Halliday now. That was a nice turn. Under pressure from Ella Watt. Still with the ball. She'll probably be forced backwards. And there is Laverty now. In that role, Frances McKeown finishes the line-up there for Kelburne at the back, playing in central defence. Maggie Mays now with a great burst of pace down that right-hand side. Just looking to feed Rachel Campbell in the centre, and Inverleith keep the ball on the edge of the D. And, they'll keep the ball.
No, you can't do that, unfortunately.
Can't do that, yep.
Ball must travel 5 before you go in. Could have done that about 10 years ago, but not today.
A little bit of naivety maybe there from Rachel Smith. Just a rush of blood to the head. So Kelburne's ball. Laverty will bring it out. Switch the play over to McKeown on this side, who touches it on to Halliday and back again. Just going to look for the ball through the middle, and that's well picked up there by Laura Carlton. Just lost out. She won it back. Good battling. Illegally though. A couple of angry blasts of the whistle there. Just Kelburne ladies just being told to calm down. Laura Carlton might have something in her eye, perhaps. She's just
I know we
signalling
say handbags in the guys' game. Can we say handbags in the ladies' game as well? Nothing really in that.
Yes, I didn't. Yeah, not sure we needed to get too exercised about that exchange.
Yes, Laura Carlton just come off very quickly.
That's contact lens. Contact lens. So anyway, but plays continuing down the right-hand side, and Nick de Jong trying to create something for Kelburne. That's a loose pass back into the middle, and Sarah Mackay is able to pick it up. She immediately loses it again though, and good little bit of skill there from Imogen Davis trying to get back into the middle, but shepherded out of play by Erin Stringer there. And Inverleith can get themselves
so Kelburne
reset.
Kelburne sitting about sort of 75. She's on the 23.
Laura Carlton below is still trying to get this contact lens in. You can't see it on your screen, but she's got an iPhone being held up by one of the Scottish hockey staff as a mirror, so she can see what she's doing.
Other brands of phone are available.
Other brands of phone are available. Good bit of improvisation there. So Inverleith back to the game in hand. Inverleith with the ball now, and Maggie Mays on this right-hand side. It's a good turn of pace, Graham. Maggie Mays when she uses it. It's a loose pass, but Halliday now for Kelburne, and looking for that pass to Molly Godfrey in the left wing.
Just picked it up and moved. She picked it up and stood still. If you pick it up and then move, it becomes harder for the defender to tackle. But given away too easily again by Inverleith.
So good interception there from McAnally. She's always got her head up, always looking about. Halliday now down the left-hand side again. And a little ball inside. That's a clever little ball actually into the D. And a good turn there from Caitlin Girdwood brings the penalty corner. Good bit of play that from Kelburne.
Yeah, lovely little bit of play. Nice little flick pass in between the two defenders. And a bit of composure, just knowing that the defender's going to have her foot there, and confidence just to turn around and spin.
So conference on the edge of the D for the Kelburne ladies. And, who would we be expecting to see? Laverty.
Claire Laverty.
Yep. So McAnally and Laverty on the edge of the D.
Could be route one.
Looking for the breakthrough for Kelburne. Here's the ball, and Laverty shoots. And a good save.
Yep.
I'm not sure the goalkeeper Monaghan knew a tremendous amount about that in the end, but it was
a save.
It was effective. It was a save. It was a good shot from Laverty, cleanly struck. You fancy either side of the goalkeeper. That was probably heading in. And just have a look at it again there, and just off the inside of the foot. Laverty now manages to feed the ball wide to Davis, who gets the ball back into the direction of Anik de Jong, but a tough one to control that. We'll come back out though for Kelburne ball. And
see down in front of us, Jack. Drew Berry's warming up, about to be reintroduced to the game, I think.
McInally back to goal, turns, shoots, blocks. She's calling for a penalty corner.
Players are looking for a corner there. I'm not surprised by that.
Crowd looking for a penalty corner as well. Nothing doing.
I think it did come off the Inverleith players, but neither umpire spotted it, so play on.
So Barlow now in the centre for Kelburne. A little roll of the eyes to the sky, but she's managed to retain possession. And that's just a little bit careless there from Kath McLaughlin.
She's won it back though. That's unlucky. A risky pass there at the back from Inverleith, but we've got away with it.
Sharp blast of whistle, and this looks like it's going to be a card.
Stick tackling this, some chopping of wood. Or in the modern game, Jack, more chopping of carbon.
So Molly Godfrey takes an enforced rest on the bench, just below us here at the commentary position on the halfway line.
I think that was a tackle our dad would have been proud of.
Yeah, she looked suitably disgusted with it, with the decision. So aerial route for Inverleith. His supporters are starting to make themselves heard on Twitter. Annie Arthur on Twitter saying, "Let's go Inverleith, watching live from Dubai." Brilliant. Great to have you joining us, Annie. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Ball right across the box there, and chance at the back post for Emma Helm to get the touch, and it just flew past her before she even knew anything about it. And now a chance for Kelburne to break. Caitlin Girdwood the target there.
Poor first touch. She got it under control, she could have away. It was one-on-one.
Good couple of bits of play there for Inverleith. Nice one-touch hockey, just growing in confidence a bit. And again, Maggie Mays on this right-hand side. And the preferred route for Inverleith. Christy Dunwoody back inside, and let's try the other side. It's a little bit scrappy there from Bethany Hutton, and Kelburne turned the ball over. So Dubai, who can beat Dubai? What other far-flung places are people watching our hockey coverage today? Get in touch on Twitter at Scottish Hockey, and the hashtag is Hockey Playoffs.
Nice idea there at the back from Kelburne, but no one was there to make sure someone's making that lead.
Christy Dunwoody in a little bit of a corner there. Actually does rather well to keep possession for Inverleith. Aerial routes, good long flick there. Good, almost excellent control there from Laverty. She's won the ball back, and just
that final little pass was just a fraction too far.
Good idea trying to get it into Barlow quickly there, because the space had opened out in front of her. It's shaping up to be a good second half, Graham.
Yeah, both teams looking to now go for it. There's chances at going at both ends. Again, Kelburne they are having a bulk of the play. But just have not made the breakthrough yet, and Inverleith are coming back into it.
Girdwood again. That's stick tackle there from Dunwoody penalised, and Ellie Halliday just looking for clarification on where this free hit's coming from. That's a poor pass though from
The idea is good with that pass out into the baseline there, but the forwards really got to make a bigger lead, a couple of steps and then gave up. You've really got to continue to make that lead right out there.
There needed to be pretty big steps, to be fair, to reach that one.
Yeah, certainly it's not one I would have made my little legs.
Barlow using her strength there over on the far side of the pitch, illegally in the opinion of the umpire, so Inverleith will get the free hit. A sharp blast of the whistle. The play moves forward another 10 yards. Stop, start, stop, start at the moment, but Bethany Hutton spreads the ball out to Costello. Tall figure of Costello out to Dunwoody, and Dunwoody down this right hand side where Mackay's picked the ball up, feeds it back out to Dunwoody. There's probably a pass down the left again, and Maggie May's just taking her eye off the ball there. She was looking at the defender and not the ball, and watched the ball onto the stick.
Inverleith ladies are still sitting off Kelburne, giving them the time and the opportunity to play the passes they want to do. Whereas when Inverleith have got the ball at the back, Kelburne have put them under a little bit more pressure.
But just finding a little bit of an interception to McKeown. Halliday should be able to reach this, she does, but unable to keep it in play, and Maggie Mays showing that pace again down the right hand side has presented Helm with the opportunity to cut inside. McAnally cuts across her, but
umpire brings it back for the first foul.
Just glimpses that Inverleith are growing in confidence, Graham. As Mays again drives it across, and that's well intercepted by Laverty at the front post though, but
can never take a stick off the ball in that situation.
Absolutely sleeping there. Anik de Jong robbed by Swanson.
Ooh. Not far away from being a very nice pass, that. A little bit too fast, but space is opening up for Kelburne as they attack.
And looks like we're going to see the reintroduction of Drew Berry, just readying herself down on the touchline to come on. And that ball's out, and there is the opportunity for Berry to rejoin the action. So she's shaken off that first half injury, and immediately into the play with this ball in from the sideline. She'll collect that and take the second one. McAnally, deft little ball inside the Barlow, chance of the shots, good save. Still there for Kelburne, good tackle though, and Maggie Mays will turn away. Oh, that's off the...
Slight controversy there, the umpire awarding a penalty corner.
Have a look at that again. Maybe get a replay of that foul. Here it comes. In fact,
umpires have got together and seen the error of their ways. Correct decision.
Yes, reversed the decision. I think that was the correct one. It was.
It's one of the beauties of the modern game is that the umpires talk far more often, and any sort of indecisions that look a little bit, you know, if there's any query about them, they'll get together and they'll admit, oh, okay, we've got that wrong, and they got on with the game.
Yep.
So that was good umpiring from both umpires.
Some other sports I could think of that could take a lead from that. So good umpiring there. Correct decision by the two umpires. A good drive forward there by Maddie Cleach to pick up the free hit for Kelburne. She's got a chance to. Good stick skills there. And, a trip there, perhaps.
There's a wry grin on Adam Bain's face there as that
so
advantage
Maddie
has been played
the ball in, and it's been deflected in, but no whistle from the umpire. And that's going to be a free hit for Kelburne. I missed the deflection there, Graham.
Kelburne tried to take a very quick free hit, and I think they tried to hit it into the D too early, but they were lucky that it came off an attacker's or defender's stick. It went out for a long corner, otherwise it would have been a free hit. There's a lovely bit of skill there from Emma Barlow.
McAnally just trying to lever herself off her marker to get on the end of that. Kelburne just starting to exert a little bit of pressure now on Inverleith in this second half. It's all happening at that end of the pitch at the moment. Good now trying to get to the
long corner, fun long corner here for Kelburne, but nothing been made from it. Inverleith is quite happy defending it.
Berry on the ball, she play it to Maddie Cleat. That's good skills from Maddie Cleat. She set up the shot, just wide. She made a very promising start in the first half, Maddie Cleat. Showed a lot of good technical skill, Graham. Just faded maybe a little towards the end of the half.
A little bit, but she's come strong in the start of the second half. It was a lovely bit of skill there from right midfield, taking it forward, beating the defender, and a good shot. Just unfortunate for her, it was just the wrong side of the post.
Inverleith back in a similar situation to the start of the first half, unable to get out of their half, and Kelburne just starting to build the pressure. Barlow now round the top of the D. That's come off her foot, and again Barlow will have another chance at getting in. She's just played that little.
Goalkeeper could have left that one. It was going out for
I feel the goalkeeper could possibly have just let that one go wide.
Better safe than sorry.
So Berry again into the D to McAnally. Good skills from McAnally. Turns. Can she get it across? Not quite. And again it's Rosina Barton at that near post, clearing up for Inverleith. But Nikki Berry back. Nikki Berry. Who's Nikki Berry? Drew Berry back on the ball for Kelburne into the D. And again Kelburne just managing to retain possession, keep applying the pressure. It's Girdwood on the edge of the D, and that time she loses out. Now Inverleith have a chance to relieve the pressure.
Drewberry taking a little bit too long on the ball there, too long time. She wants to get it and move with it or pass it on as early as she can do. Inverleith again looking to go the aerial route out of defence. The attacker is far too close to the Kelburne player taking that down, which is a foul.
Sharp gust of wind blows across our commentary position here, and all the papers go flying. And it's quite exposed up here, isn't it?
Just a tad. Could do some heat lamps above us, but that'd be nice.
Dinwoody with effort at the long pass there, but harmlessly out of play. She comes off for a rest, and Bethany Hutton is on for Inverleith to replace her. Number 12. So Ellie Halliday at the back for Kelburne now on the ball, and Barlow just leaning her shoulder in there, and into Swanson, rightly punished, and then Swanson levered off the ball by McAnally. Uses that low centre of gravity well just to pivot herself off players. Swanson gets the better of her there though and turns away and manages to find Emma Helm. And that's just taken a little deflection off the inside of Helm's foot. But perhaps the first infringement there might have been off a Kelburne foot, but
quite
never
possibly.
mind. Move on. Inverleith have the ball back again. That's well blocked by Frances McEwen in the edge of the D, and Maddie Cleat now the chance to turn away and play the ball down this right wing. She won't find
off Costello though. I think it's a long corner.
Unable to find Lexi Sabatelli now picks it up in the long
Nice
corners.
skills.
Good skills to the byline. Tries to cut it back.
very
It
well
comes
done.
across, and she's won the penalty corner off the foot of the Inverleith defender. Good play that from Sabatelli.
Yeah, very nice play. Simple stuff. Drove at the defender, went around her, drove the baseline. Defender's foot's wide open. Thank you very much. We'll have that one.
Good counter-attacking from Kelburne. Another opportunity to break the deadlock here in this first of 4 matches, just into the last 15 minutes of the game. Still 0-0. Inverleith have survived a couple of onslaughts from Kelburne in both the first and second half. They'll have to survive another one here. So Laverty at the top of the D.
With Laura Carlton as well, for the first time this game.
And it looks like it'll be Carlton. She feeds the ball wide to Cleet, who
chance.
brings the ball back in. The ball's still there with Berry. It's a shot.
Good save.
Drag shot. Another good save by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, good defending.
And a reverse
Oh.
sticks effort there from Laverty just over the bar.
That's good defending from Inverleith. There, the back four, the short corner defence, very tight, very compact. No room there. But 3 or 4 opportunities for Kelburne to take advantage of, but again, still 0-0.
McAnally just shouting instructions to her teammates. She's been very busy in this game. Saying just a minute ago, here she is again actually on the ball. Good interception. She'll find Barlow in the centre. Barlow needs to get rid of this quickly though, and doesn't. But she's
Fortunate.
yeah, fortunately managed to get that decision from the umpires. Yeah, I've noticed about one of the tactics of McAnally. As we just watch Halliday down this left-hand side, that'll go out harmlessly. She uses a low centre of gravity. She backs into players well, and she levers herself off them and pivots very well.
One of the advantages of us small players, you can do that to a certain level.
To a certain extent. It's worked well for her today. Now Inverleith just under a little bit of pressure at the back. Managed to find an escape. Sarah Mackay on the ball, turns well, plays the
Nice
ball
play.
down the wing to Helm. Now can Helm do anything with this? Across the area, Berry
tidying up at the
just tidying up there with a fantastic interception. And now Carlton will take her time over this.
Umpire's been a little bit pedantic. The ball's about a metre away from the foul.
I've got another tweet from Hannah A on Twitter. Watching the playoffs is worth using up my 4G, she says. Get on an unlimited all-you-can-eat data plan, Hannah. That's my advice, because we've got 7 more games after this one. So Kelburne now, Sabatelli with the ball.
Very good work back in defence there. That's excellent work rate.
Feeds the ball out. I think that's Tegan McPherson, number 26. The wind starting to pick up here. National Hockey Centre in Glasgow Green. Everybody wrapped up for a cold winter's day. May's penalised there by the umpire. Doesn't look particularly thrilled with the decision. So Kelburne again with that high press, trying to put the Inverleith back line under pressure. And then you've got players like Laverty and Berry who just step out of defence to take those interceptions. It's working well for Kelburne in this second half. They've limited Inverleith to just a couple of half chances. Very uncharacteristically.
First thing she's done wrong.
Yeah. Now a real opportunity for Inverleith.
Poor first touch.
Poor first touch, letting them down. Looking to see who that was. I think it's Rachel Smith over on the far side there for Inverleith with that opportunity just to trap the ball and turn. There was definitely a chance of a shot. She was in acres of space. Now Swanson just looking to feed that ball through to Emma Helm, who's made some intelligent runs in this second half. She's picked the ball up in good positions. Great interception by Costello. And the ball.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit fortunate for that to go against, or unfortunate for Inverleith there.
So Barlow to McAnally, always looking up off the foot of Costello there. Not a lot on there for McAnally. It was quite intelligent play. Laverty will take responsibility for getting the ball into the D. Looking for the touch from McAnally, but it doesn't quite come, just on the wrong side of her to get the deflection into
A bit
the
too
goal
fast
there.
as well, I think, for her.
So a couple of changes for Inverleith in front of us. Dunwoody's back on, as is
Dangerous position to run the ball from Inverleith there.
Rachel Campbell is the name I'm looking
Again,
for.
a good-
Rachel Campbell
good
back
scoop
on.
pass
She's on the
forwards.
ball now. She's got a chance at reverse shot.
Good save,
Good
Lauren
save
Grant.
on empty net. Oh, and unable to convert the chance there.
Probably
Ella
Inverleigh's
Watt.
best chance of the game.
The goal was gaping there, and unfortunately for Inverleith, unable to take advantage of it. You can see, you can't see on your screen, but Ella Watt in the centre of the pitch there, just shrugging her shoulders in frustration at not being able to trap that. Let's take a look at that chance again.
It's a cardinal sin there from Kelburne forwards. Don't stand and wait for the ball, you got to go towards the ball.
Here's the replay there. Ella Watt just with that poor first touch, and then the goalkeeper and defenders and Berry again coming across, just clearing out at the back there. So Kelburne back on the ball. McAnally looking for Barlow. Well, she found Maddie Cleet, who will find Barlow. Barlow will try and get that back into the D, just off the foot there, and Kelburne have a chance to reassert their authority on this match. Carlton now with the ball into the D, looking for the deflection, and there's the opening goal.
Molly Godfrey, I think that's they're scoring that goal.
Molly Godfrey with a
poacher's goal.
crucial touch, but it's been coming from Kelburne. Those balls into the D, looking for the deflection. It just needed the right touch, and Molly Godfrey was there to apply that. Let's take another look at that.
Inverleith perhaps a little bit slow to set up.
Good ball in there from Carlton. Little touch from McAnally, and first time there from Molly Godfrey. Poacher's goal, as you say, Graham.
Dunwoody's a little bit slow to react. You see her, Maggot's in front of her. Godfrey just keeps in behind. Shot comes across, there she is. And quickly, first person to the rebound. Got to be a little bit sharper than that.
Yeah, good instincts that from Godfrey. Getting in front of her marker. And, rejoin the live play with Carlton on the ball, looking for a ball down the right hand side. Should make it to Maddie Cleet, who controls it well. Good technical skills there from Maddie Cleet just to get herself out of that corner, and she's managed to feed Molly Godfrey down this right hand side. Can she get the early ball in? McAnally waits. Laverty on the edge of the D. Chance now for Kelburne. But just all slowed up at the wrong time there for Kelburne. They should get the ball back there. McEwen with a little bit of juggling in the centre of the pitch.
I think in the last sort of 6 minutes now it'll be a little bit more open and far more end to end. Inverleith will be pushing up to try and get another goal. It wouldn't necessarily be an equaliser as such, because it's a game of tomorrow as well, so it's not just finishing in 10 minutes.
Barlow now just, and the umpire holds her hand up there just to apologise. The advantage was definitely with Barlow in a shooting position there. The umpire unfortunately just pulled it back for the foul. Laverty looking to get the ball in now. Here's Berry. Berry should find a yard of space out in that right hand side to cut the ball across. Goes all the way to the byline.
Yeah,
And
that's a fair award of a penalty corner there. The Inverleith defender doing nothing else other than knocking that ball deliberately over the back line. So again, another option, another possibility of a goal, another chance here for Kelburne.
good play from Berry. Just Kelburne just starting to step up the game just a little bit. It's a really good performance in the last 5 minutes from Maddie Cleet. Good skills from her. Molly Godfrey finding space. Now, who's at the top of the D this time? So it's Laverty, Carlton and McAnally at the top of the D for Kelburne. Let's see what they've got up their sleeves this time. Ball in, stopped by McAnally, and it's actually fed
Looking
to
for Barlow at the near post.
Francis McEwen, who's then looking for the deflection from Barlow. Just the ball there from McAnally at the top of the D, just a little bit slow to pull that move off.
Easy tackle there for Kelburne as they come forward.
It's good interception that by Swanson. If Mays can do something with it, and that's going to be
Stevie
a card.
McNally
I think
might be sitting down for the next 2 minutes.
I don't get the impression that Stevie McAnally is particularly fazed by green cards, do you?
I think she appreciates that was probably warranted.
So
it's actually quite a good foul to commit though. Slowed the Inverleith attack down, and if he takes the 2 minutes off and they don't score a goal, it's certainly a very good green card.
So Kelburne a player down, an attacking player down. Sarah Mackay on this right hand side there for Inverleith, but that's come off her foot unfortunately for her. Not seen a huge amount of Sarah Mackay in this game. So Halliday finding Girdwood on the right hand side, just manages to keep the ball in play despite the protestations of the Inverleith players. McEwen now will find Maddie Cleat out on this right hand side. That's a good turn from Cleat. She's going to accelerate away. Is there anybody in the box? Girdwood arriving late, Imogen Davis there as well, but just a lack of support there actually.
She could actually have just kept on going herself.
Yeah.
Just over 2.5 minutes to go. Inverleith on the attack, looking for an equaliser.
Reminded to refer to it as the D, not the box there. It's not a box, of course. Apologies for that. So Davis now with a break here. That's great work, but a really good tackle, a timely interception there by Amy Harrison for Inverleith. That was necessary actually, Graham, because Imogen Davis could have been
away
off and away there. So Costello spreads the ball out to the right to Bethany Hutton. Bethany Hutton looking for Sarah Mackay down this right hand side. She'll find her now. Mackay quite with the pace on the ball to get it into the middle, and Barlow with some intelligent work there brings it away, but she's managed to give it straight back to Costello. Costello will get this into the D. Carlton will tussle with Mackay for it, and unfairly, and Laura Carlton just having to control her temper a little bit there to
interesting to have a look at that one again.
Stop slamming the ball into the deck. She doesn't look happy. Let's take another look at it.
So she wins the ball back here, but it just takes a stick off the ball and dilly-dallies too much. And as the Inverleith player comes in, she fouls her.
Right on the edge of the D there. So Inverleith with an opportunity to restore parity with just 1 minute left in this match, and wouldn't this be a turn up for the books, Graham, if they could do something with this?
Certainly in the second half of what we've seen, it would be certainly not just deserved.
So Costello, Swanson and Emma Helm, number 9, waiting for this ball coming in. And it's going to be Costello with a shot, and it's a goal! My word!
Pull straight forward, get it out, stop it, bang. 1-1. Thank you very much.
Perfectly executed penalty corner there by Costello. Great shot. And Inverleith, with just 30 seconds left on the clock, have restored parity to this match. 1-1, 20 odd seconds left on the clock, and if Kelburne are going to attack, you just see the replay there. Fantastic clean strike of the ball from Amy Costello, and she's had a fantastic match, capped off with a great goal. 10 seconds left, and this is all over now, Graham.
Yes, unless someone does something silly like that, game's going to peter out. 1-1.
There's the hooter. What a remarkable end to this game. It promised to be a fantastic second half, and it did not disappoint. 1-1 the final score between Kelburne and Inverleith. If you're Kelburne now, how do you feel, Graham? Not to ask the obvious question.
I think they're relatively gutted. I mean, really honest with you, they've had more chances. They had a bulk of the play, but just keeping hold of the ball too long, not delivering the ball, delivering that early pass, just dribble. I think if they go away and look at it tonight, they might come back tomorrow and maybe start passing the ball a little bit more often. But Inverleith kept in at it, they kept working, they kept there, and they are fully deserved of the draw today.
Yeah, a couple of excellent moments really. Not a huge amount to talk about in terms of attack for Inverleith today, but certainly plenty of encouragement for them in defence. And you know, we highlighted Rosina Barton and the goal scorer Amy Costello playing a really crucial part in keeping them in this tie.
Yeah, she played very well in defence. Just kept things nice and tight. Got some good passes going forward. Reads the game well. She's got a threat throwing scoops forward, and on a few occasions it did cause Kelburne some problems.
From Kelburne's point of view, we saw some good performances in that second half. I was quite impressed by Maddie Cleet.
Yeah, she did very well. One youngster that's coming through the ranks. She's had a very good second half. Petered out a little bit in the first half, but came back in the second half. And again, if she watches the game over again tonight, she might realise that actually she had a few more chances than she actually realised.
Well, let's take a look at the goals. Kelburne took the lead in the second half. A goal from Molly Godfrey, and here we see Maddie Cleet on the ball, and she's a player who looks like she's always thinking quickly, and uses Carlton there to get the ball into the D. Graham, you highlighted how quickly Molly Godfrey, we'll see this from the reverse angle behind the goal, how quickly Molly Godfrey peeled off her marker and created the space for herself here.
Yeah, the Kelburne are just, you can maybe say it's because they've been playing at a higher level, they're used to that sort of thing, but certainly for Inverleith for tomorrow, they've got to go away and look at this and think, right, maybe we have to be a little bit sharper in defence, switched on a little bit earlier, because Kelburne hope maybe tomorrow come back and they'll be a little bit more aware of what they can do better. So you can't give a team like Kelburne another chance like that.
And here's a look at the short corner, the penalty corner, right at the end of the game, into the last 90 seconds. Ball comes out to Amy Costello. She's not going to hit a cleaner shot than that all season, is she?
It's simple, straightforward. Get it out, stop it, thump it into the corner. Lauren Grant in goal. Didn't really have much of a chance to get that, and it was slightly bouncing, so the person in the post becomes even harder for them. So it's a perfect short corner.
Good work there from Emma Helm as well. Just set up, just that little touch, just to set it up there for Amy Costello.
Going past the person in the post, it's still about 4 or 5 inches off the ground. I mean, it's just perfect.
Here's one last look at that.
And as I said earlier on, Inverleith more than deserved that in the second half. So all credit to them, they've dug in, and it's all to play for tomorrow, 1-1.
So first match has finished here at the National Hockey Centre in Glasgow. Kelburne 1, Inverleith 1. Fantastic end to the game there for Inverleith, and brilliantly poised ahead of tomorrow's second leg. We're going to take a short break, but let's take a look at what's coming up later on today. Half an hour's time, Inverleith against Dundee Wanderers. That's in the men's promotion relegation playoff. And then 3 o'clock, Edinburgh University against Grove Mingus Hill. And 5 o'clock, finishing us off with Bromac Kelburne against Grange. Remember, you can keep in touch with us over the course of the day. Give us your thoughts on that match. We'd love to hear from you. You can tweet us at Scottish Hockey. And the hashtag is Hockey Playoffs. Thanks to Graham Dunlop for the moment. We'll be back in about 20 minutes time with the second match of the day, and we hope you will join us then. For now, from all of us here at the National Hockey Centre in Glasgow, have a nice cup of tea, and we'll see you soon.